learn a preposition with, in, by, and after a conditional.
Okay. So prepositions and then what was the next one?
Conditional. First conditional.
Nice.
You understand? Yes. If the phrase with if.
Yeah.
If with past. If. Okay. This.
Okay, cool. So learning about conditionals, that's great.
Yes.
And Vincenzo,
Hola,
Vincenzo,
very good. Hi, teacher.
how
How
are
are
you
you?
doing?
I'm fine, thanks. What about you?
I'm doing well, thank you for asking.
Yes.
And
Yes,
Vincenzo, where are
yes.
you from?
I'm from Italy,
Okay,
Rome.
awesome.
Rome.
From Rome. Okay, cool. And Vincenzo, what do you do in your free time? What do you do in your free time?
Do you mean is what's my work? Is my work or
Not
not?
quite. What
Ah,
do you
no.
like to
Okay.
do for
Yes.
fun?
Right now, yes, I like to learn English and Spanish at the same time in Berlin. To
Nice.
attend the lessons in Spanish and English, and it takes me a lot of time. Yes.
Okay, yeah, that'll definitely take up a lot of time learning Spanish
Yeah.
and English. Great.
Yeah.
What do you think is easier, Spanish or English?
That's very good. Right now that I know a bit of English, I don't know teacher, but I think that it's in the same. They are the same teacher. They are the same. For me, it's more simple to learn Spanish because if I if I was I'm gonna say a beginner in learning English or Spanish, it would be more easy to learn Spanish because I am Italian, you know. And Spanish is very similar to Italian. Mm. I can't hear you, teacher. Cannot hear you, teacher.
Sorry.
Okay,
Um,
now I hear
so
you.
yeah, that was my fault. So we'd say it's easier instead of more easy. So we wouldn't say it's more easy.
Ah, yes,
Easier.
easier, easier. Yes, I
Okay.
forgot. I
And
forgot.
so no worries. Welcome to class, Adela, David, Dennis, and Sum. Sum, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. And also, welcome to class, Sergey.
Hello.
Sergey, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. Sergey, where are you from?
I'm from Lithuania.
Lithuania?
Yeah,
Okay, awesome. Perfect. Nice to meet you.
nice to meet
Um,
you too.
and Dennis, how's it going? How are you, Dennis?
I'm fine. And you?
I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. Dennis, what about you? Where are you from?
I'm from China.
From China. Okay, awesome. Nice to meet you.
That's
Um,
me too.
nice. And David, how's it going?
Hello, Joshua. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. Nice to see you again.
Yeah.
David, do you have any big plans for today?
Nope. No, actually, no. In the afternoon, go to the university, attend some classes, and no more.
Okay, nice. So in the afternoon, just university, go to some classes. Cool. And Adela, welcome to class as well. Adela, how are you doing?
Fine, thanks. Thanks for asking.
Okay, perfect. And Adela, what about you? What did you do today?
Teacher, in the morning, in this moment, I'm at the hospital with my mother, but it's not anything important. It's treatment.
Okay, okay, that's good. As you know, especially as long as it's not important. Um, okay, and so that's about it. Let's get started with today's lesson. So today we're going to be talking about business presentations. And so let's start with Vincenzo. Can you read the title and the next couple of lines?
Yes, yes. Mm. moment. Yes. Business presentations. In today's lesson, we will learn how business vocabulary and business position. Learn new business vocabulary and business positions. Talk about giving presentations. Practice making business presentations.
Nice. That sounded really good. Positions. Can you repeat positions?
Positions.
Good. Perfect. And I think other than that, you did a really good job with your pronunciation, Vincenzo.
Yes, I'll try
Okay.
to. Yes.
Let's go to the next page. And let's have Vincenzo. Can you ask Zoom the first question?
What are some ways to give a presentations, PowerPoint, etc. To give a presentation? Yes.
Oh, okay. I will make my presentation by the blackboard, by the block, and by the short video.
Okay. Good. And sorry, my program crashed, so we're trying to get that back just a second. So video, and let's have Sergey. What about you? Can you think of any other ways to give presentations?
Also, I know PowerPoint, and I think that's all.
Okay, PowerPoint's definitely a good one.
Yeah.
Awesome. Good. And again, hold on 1 second. I'm getting this back really quickly. It should just take a second. Cool. Okay, perfect. Here it is. And so let's have Zoom. Can you ask Sergey the next question?
Have you ever given a presentation at work? Did you enjoy it? Should I answer?
No, let's have Sergey answer.
I ask you, okay? Let me ask.
Right.
Okay. Have you ever given a presentation at work? Did you enjoy it?
Okay, and yeah, Sergey, can you answer?
Okay. Sorry, should I ask this question?
No. So Zoom was supposed to ask.
Okay.
Yeah.
The second question.
Yeah. So, okay, let's Yeah, Sergey, can you just answer it? Can you answer it?
Okay. I haven't given any presentation in my life.
Good. Presentation in my life.
Yeah.
Good. Any presentations? Would make that
Presentation.
plural, just because it's any. Okay.
Okay.
But good. And so, what about you, Jacopo? Jacopo?
Yes?
Is it Jacopo or Jacopo? How do you
Jacopo.
pronounce it?
Jacopo.
Okay, Jacopo. Have you ever given a presentation at work?
No, I didn't give a presentation in my past.
Okay. Maybe we'd use the present perfect again. I haven't given a
I haven't.
presentation.
Okay, I haven't.
Given a presentation. But good. Okay, and Jacopo, can you ask Dennis the next question?
Okay. How many business positions can you name?
Project manager. BD. Teacher, can you hear me?
Yeah, I could hear you. You said PV?
BD, but I don't know the whole word. BD. Sales.
Okay.
CEO?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. President, vice president, vice president.
Good. Okay, nice. Those are awesome. All of those are really good. Okay, and pardon?
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, and so let's have David and Adela. David, can you pretend that you're the man in the brown shirt? And Adela, can you pretend that you're the man in the white shirt? And Adela, can you ask David a question? And David, can you answer?
Okay.
Okay, David, a question. In this figure, you say about understand the graphs. Can you explain me?
Okay, right. Well, in this graph, as you can see, is the position that the company have at this moment in the market. So we are second in the market because our sales decreased the last month. So we have to put more attention to that. Like that.
Nice. Okay, I think that's good. One small thing, Adela, we would never say, "Can you explain me?" So can you explain? You could say the graph, or the presentation, or the slide. Can you explain yourself? And then, if you want, you can add the prepositional phrase, "Can you explain?" Can you explain whatever thing? So X. And then you'd say, "To me." Can you explain it to me? And to me is kind of still odd, so we wouldn't use it often, but that's the only way you can use it, because you'd never just say, "Can you explain me?" Does that make sense, Adela? Okay, so hopefully that you got that. Okay, perfect. Does anybody have any questions on this page? Any questions?
No, it's clear.
Okay, good. Let's go on to the next page. And let's start with Vincenzo. Can you read the title?
Read these words. Ask about words you don't know.
Good. Nice job. And Vincenzo, can you read the first 4 words?
Yes. Diagram. I can see. Handout. Objective. Key point.
Nice. Really good correction on objective. You did a really good job correcting your pronunciation there. Sum, can you
Sorry,
read?
teacher. What does it mean, and how?
Okay, handout. So can anybody explain what a handout is?
I don't know. Teacher.
Okay. Does anybody have any ideas?
Oh, I didn't remember.
Okay, I don't remember.
I don't remember.
What about you, Adela? Do you remember? Okay. So a handout is a piece of paper that has information about the presentation. So that's a handout. Maybe it goes over the key points in the presentation, but it's a piece of paper that you give to the audience. that you give to
An,
the audience?
an abstract about.
Yeah, it
Sorry?
could be. Yeah, an abstract. Good work. Um, definitely, maybe an abstract for sure. Okay, good. And let's have Sum. Can you read the next 4 words?
Oh. Snipe. Projector. Outline. Visual. Aids.
Good. Can you repeat AIDS? AIDS.
A. Aid. Aid. Aids.
AIDS. Yeah.
Aids.
Good. Nice job. Visual aids. Okay,
And sorry,
and
what does it mean outline?
okay, outline. Can you repeat outline?
Outline.
Yeah, outline. Outline. But
Outline.
good. Nice. And who can explain what an outline is?
Could be the metaphor, a frame of the project.
Yeah, definitely the
Um,
frame. Helena?
I think is after the deadline, no? When it's not possible to finish a project in the deadline in the time to previst.
Not
More or less.
quite.
No.
Could be a draft.
Yeah, it could be a draft.
Draft. Yeah.
So like an early draft of a project would be the outline. So yeah, the frame I think is a really good synonym. It's the outline, the frame of the project. It's so the most basic parts of a speech or project, the most basic parts.
Okay, scam.
Scheme.
Almost like a scan. It's more like a highlight. So yeah, just like the frame, the outline, the basic
The-
parts.
Yes, the main points of the project.
Yeah, the
To
main
the-
points.
To develop it after this no outline.
Yeah, so oftentimes people will make an outline right at the beginning in order to have an idea of how to fill out their project.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, of course. Okay, any other questions on this page? Any other questions about any of these words?
What's the meaning of the projector?
Projector, good, okay. And who can explain what a projector is?
The projector is like the video beam, Joshua, like the device that project the image, the presentation.
Yeah, so the device that projects the image or image on the screen. So yeah, the device that projects or puts the image on the screen.
Could be like video beam.
Like, oh, pardon?
Well, yeah, video beam, no?
I'm not sure what you're saying.
Okay, I'm going to type.
Okay.
Maybe you can understand better.
And David, I think some of the students might be having a little bit of trouble hearing you. So if you could either raise the volume on your microphone,
Yeah,
or
sure,
maybe...
I'm going to try.
Perfect. Okay, and any other questions about any of these words?
Key
What's the
point.
meaning?
Key point.
Okay, and key point. Does anybody know what a key point is?
Yeah, it's the main idea of the presentation, right?
Yeah, yeah, maybe the most important thing in the presentation. For sure, that's really good. Any other questions here? Any other questions?
No.
Visual aids.
Visual aids. Okay, so what are visual aids?
Yeah, it could be slides, something else. Slides, photography. I don't know. diagrams, diagrams. What else?
Crafts.
Definitely. Good. Okay, yeah, those are all visual aids. So they're just things that you present to the audience to help them understand your presentation. So usually just things that they can look at, actually, not just words. A video beam. I've never heard of a video beam. Is that a...
Yeah,
maybe
it's
it's...
a kind of, well,
It is a video
it's a
being.
project.
Okay, yeah, it's probably just a certain type of projector. Okay, good. Yeah, that makes sense. Good. And any other questions here?
No.
Okay. If there's no other questions, let's go to the next. Well, let's go to the next page. And let's try to read this introduction. And let's start with Dennis. Can you read the title?
Oh, president, presentations, introductions. Read the text.
Good. Nice job. Presentations. Really good job changing the pronunciation right there. Anatoly, welcome to class. Anatoly, how are you doing?
Hello, thank you. I'm fine. How are
Thanks.
you?
I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. It's good to hear that you're doing fine. Okay, and so let's go to David. Can you read the beginning of this presentation?
Okay, sure. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for finding the time to come and join me for this presentation this afternoon. My name is David. I'm a retail consultant, and many of you will have seen my shadowing view in jobs and looking through the accounts and stores following the company over the last year.
Good. Let's stop there. That was really good. The only thing sounds like there's some background noise. I'm not sure whose this is. All right. Sorry, I'm gonna have to mute you just for now. David, can you repeat through? Through.
True.
Good. Through. Perfect. And let's have Anatoly. Can you read the next part of this paragraph?
Okay. Invite you here today to have a look at my findings. First, I'd like to have a look at the performance of the company, the sales of the company over the last 3 years. Then, I'd like to have a look at our market share in the women's-wear market and look at our competitors. And thirdly, I'd like to suggest some improvements in our range of women's wear. And in the end, I'd be happy to answer any of your questions.
Nice. Okay, really good job. Yeah, that sounded awesome. A couple small things with just intonation, maybe. The first one was I've. Can you repeat I've?
I've
Yeah, so we'd say I've invited. I've invited.
I've invited.
Perfect. And then performance. Performance.
Performance.
Nice. And competitors.
Competitors.
Perfect. Really good job. Great pronunciation. Okay. And good. Does anybody have any questions on this page? Any questions?
No, teacher.
And sorry, teacher. What does it mean shadowing?
Good question. That's a great question. So shadowing you in your jobs. Can anybody explain what shadowing is? Does anybody know?
Maybe to make vault to mark to make more visible.
Not
I'm not
quite.
sure.
Good idea, but it's a little bit different. Anybody else have any guesses as to what shadowing somebody in their job is? When you
Well,
shadow
not
them.
sure. It's like, well, I'm not 100 sure, but it's a person that look at you in your work. Maybe he's looking your how do you do your work? If you waste time in your job, or if you put effort making your job.
Walking by. No.
Okay. Yeah, so I think, David, that's really good. So somebody who watches you while you work,
Yes.
and so they, put down notes and they decide if you're being productive or not productive, if there's anything they can change, and then the way that the company maybe is set up or run. So that's somebody who shadows people in their jobs, just kind of sits around and watches you work and decides if you're being effective or ineffective. Does that make sense?
So the person that is looking at you when you are working, that is, or following, if is coming next to you.
Yeah, so they'll come next to you.
In order to see what you are doing, or to give advice. What in which way, teacher? I don't understand.
So, yeah, they give advice. Usually, people who shadow you they're hired by the company in order to find out the best way to work, the best way to change things in the company. So it's just somebody who watches the employees do their jobs, and that's it. They just watch the employees do their jobs.
Actually, someone that controls that you are working or not.
No, they don't. They don't control anything that you're working on. They just watch you work. Even people who are still in school can shadow a job to see if they might like that job. So that's it's a thing that students do. They'll go job shadow somebody and decide if that's something that they might want to do for work. But hopefully that makes sense. Does anybody else have any other questions here? Any other questions on this page?
Teacher, this sentence, I have invited you here today to have a look at my findings. What's the meaning of findings?
Okay. My findings. Who can explain what findings are?
That's my work, teacher.
Him has found out.
Yeah, the things that he found out, like the results of his job shadow. The things he found out. Definitely, those are findings. Good. Any other questions here? Any other questions? Okay. Okay. Good. Let's go on to the next page. And let's have... forget where we were. I think it was Anatoly who just read. So, Adela, can you read the title?
Yes, I try because it's a little noise. Try your own. Take turn saying your own introduction for a presentation.
Nice. Really good job. Introduction. Introduction.
Introduction.
Good. And when we'd say it's a little noisy. A little
noisy. Noisy place.
Yeah. But good, that's fine. And Adela, can you actually read this part as well?
Okay, remember to welcome your audience, introduce your subject, outline the structure of your presentation, give instruction about questions.
Good. Nice. I was going to say that. Instructions, too. Can you repeat instructions?
Instructions.
Good.
Instructions.
Instructions and structure.
Structure. Structure.
Good. Structure.
Structure.
Good. Try to get that E sound from beginning of the S. So start with the structure.
Structure.
Perfect. There you go. Nice job with that. Okay. And Vincenzo, can you begin? Can you try to make your own introduction?
Okay. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Nowadays, I say, no, today I am here in order to make a presentation. My name is Vincenzo. I am from Rome, Italy. Yes, I would like you to show my findings. As you know, I am a general, no, a sales director, and I will show you some graphics about selling of our company. Yeah,
Okay. About selling our company or selling our company's products?
products. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So if you're selling a company, you would be, you'd kind of be going out of business. You'd be actually getting rid of your company and selling it to somebody else, which is
Yeah.
fine. But yeah, just be
Yes,
sure.
it's
So
only the introduction, introduction.
yeah.
Yeah.
But good. This is awesome. This is a really good introduction.
Yeah.
Show you my findings. Really nice job using findings. Awesome. And really good grammar, Vincenzo.
Okay.
Zoom, what about you? Can you try to make a presentation as well?
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. I will show you the research of the market that about your product, and also I will show you some slide by the projector. There will be very understanding about our research.
Okay. I think
Okay.
this is good. So so I will show you the good afternoon, everyone. I'll show you the market research concerning about your project. I think that's good. About is fine. About your project or product, sorry. Also, I'll show you some slides on the projector to help you understand our research. Can you repeat those sentences one more time, Zoom?
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. I will show you the market research about your product. Also, I will show you some slides on the projector to help you understand our research.
Nice. Okay. Really good job. I think that sounds great. Okay, and let's have one more. Sergey, can you try a presentation introduction as well?
Yes, I will try. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Sergey, and I'm going to show you how could we improve our business. And I'm going to use a few slides to show you I'm going. So I'm going to use a few slides to show you our results, maybe, and or results of our work, and what can we do to improve it.
Okay. Could do to improve it. Really good. This is awesome. My name is Sergio. I'm going to show you one thing. Instead of saying how could we, which would be a
yeah,
question.
how we could, yeah.
But good. And then I'm going to show you the results of our work. So we'd use the article first, and then the possessive pronoun before work. But I think that was really good. Great grammar. Yeah, and nice sentence. Does anybody have any? You're welcome. Any questions on this page? Okay, let's go to the next page. Jacopo, can you read the title and the first paragraph?
Okay. Presentation. Body or continent. Read the text. If you have a look at this graph, you can see that our sales dropped 50 million in the year before last. The last year, sales dropped to 40 millions, with a slight recovery at the end of the financial year. However, this year, sales have continued to drop to an all-time low for 30 million. Now, let's look at our market share. As you can see, we have 25% of the market share, 10% of down and last year.
Good. That's really hard sentences. Down on last year. So 10% down on last year.
Down on last year.
Yeah. Another, I would probably say down from last year. Both prepositions would work. Down from last year, 10% down on last year's.
Okay.
But good. And an all-time low of 30 million. An all-time low of 30 million.
30 million. Of 30 million.
Good. However. Yeah, no, you just said it better the first time. I just wanted to emphasize the H. Sorry. So, however. Good. Oh, yeah, just make sure you get that H in. So, however.
However.
There. Perfect. Nice job. Remember 40 million instead of 40 millions. So, no S at the end.
Okay, 40 million.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then topped. Can you repeat topped?
Topped.
Good. Topped. Perfect.
Sorry, what does it mean topped and dropped?
So topped is like went over, but just barely went over. So they topped 50 million. So they arrived at 50 million, and then they went a little bit over it. So hopefully does that make sense. And then down from last year, it's a way of saying that it dropped 10%. So down from last year. So it went down, like the graph went down, or the share dropped, got smaller. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, good. Nice job, Jacob.
And sorry, dropped?
Dropped.
Get down.
Dropped is, yeah. Dropped,
Okay.
went down. Good. And so let's have Dennis. Can you read the next paragraph?
Okay. A good example of how important internal communications are is shown by some findings from research that we have recently undertaken. Good communications is a very key factor in staff motivation. If you look at this slide, you will see how important it is to get the basics in place. You need to identify your communication requirements, agree your objectives and success criteria. Identify your target audience. Define the content of your message and determine the style of delivery. A good illustration of the communication process is when when all those basics fall into place naturally.
Good. Okay. Nice job. Yeah, that sounded great. The first thing I saw, criteria. Criteria.
Criteria.
Yeah. Criteria. And then audiences.
Audiences.
Yeah, good. Audiences. Illustration.
Illustration.
Good. Illustration. And process.
Process.
Nice. Process.
And sorry, teacher. What does it mean, the phrase to get the basics in place?
The basics. Can you repeat basics?
Basics.
Good. And does anybody know what that means, to get the basics in place? What's that mean, to get the basics in place? Okay, so it's to like do the simple things really well. Do the simple things well. To like have a solid foundation. Solid foundation. Does that make sense? Does that make sense, Jacopo?
Yes. Okay, I understand.
Okay, good. So yeah, just the basic things and make sure that they're all in order. Okay. And any other questions? Any other questions, guys?
No.
Okay. So if there's no other questions, let's go to the next page. Let's skip that and let's go here. And Dennis, can you read some of the useful phrases?
Okay. Remember some useful remember some useful phrases. If you look at this first graph, as you can see, a key factor. If you look at this slide, a good illustration of. Now let's look at a good example of.
Good. A good illustration of. Can you repeat illustration?
Illustration.
Good. Nice. That sounded perfect. Okay, good. And let's have David. Can you make a presentation using one of these graphs?
Yeah, sure. I will try. So, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am David. For today, I'm going to make a presentation about the market share of our company. So, as you can see in this first graph, we are the red color in the cake. So we have the nowadays we have 25% of the market share, and we expect that the next year increase our market share to between 30 and 40%.
Nice. Market share next year between 30 and 40%. That sounded really good. David, great grammar. Wouldn't change too much. You spoke really well, really smoothly. Yeah, I think you did a great job. Really good job with your subject and verb agreement. Good pronunciation. Yeah, keep up the good work. And let's have Jacopo. Jacopo, can you make a presentation as well?
With one of these graph.
Yeah, maybe the second graph.
Second graph. Okay, well, as you can see, our delivery, it's increase on the first part of the year during September, during February and March, but down up in during the summer. But in the same time, we have the good the good I don't know the good increase, the good selling from our toys section and this. I don't know.
Okay. I think that was good. That was a really good start. We might call the different parts of the year quarters. So in the first quarter, we had a rapid increase in sales. And then in the second quarter, the third quarter, we kind of dropped. So during the summer, you could even say.
Okay.
But yeah, that was good. Just remember, maybe quarters is like the parts of the business year.
Very
but
cool.
Really nicely done. Okay, and can I have one more volunteer to make a presentation? One more volunteer?
Yes, can I try, teacher?
Yeah.
Yes, okay. Let me try. Yeah, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today I am here in order to show you a graph of our selling, the selling of our company. As you know, I am the director of this company, and I want you to have a clear idea of the movement of our selling during the last 4 years. As you know, in the first 2 years we have had a rise in our selling, but because of the inflation, we in the afterward we have a drop of 10%, and so this falling down is going on the last 2 years. So we are at the point that we have to reduce our cost of material. I am not sure, but also about to reduce our employment in our company. So I want to know about you. What can we do in order to achieve this, to solve this problem?
Nice. That was awesome. That was really good. One small thing.
Yes.
This 10% decrease has been going on for the past 2 years.
Yes.
But really, for the most part, you had really good pronunciation, good grammar. Yeah, I really wouldn't change too much. I think that was great. Really impressive. Okay, yeah.
Okay,
Vincenzo,
thank you, teacher.
what was that? Okay. But yeah. Okay. Does anybody have any questions on this page?
No, Joshua. It's
Okay.
very clear.
Good. And so let's go on to the next page, and let's have Sum. Can you read the title and the paragraph?
Presentation, free conclusion with the text. I like to thank you for attending today's talk, asking some great questions, but most of all, sharing with everybody the challenges you think we will face next year. We still have around 5 minutes. If you do not have any remaining questions, thank you again for attending the talk today. See you again soon. If you have any questions, please stay for another 5 minutes. I would like to answer your questions for you.
Nice. Okay, really well done. Really great pronunciation. Maybe around. Can you repeat around?
Around, around,
Good. Around and then remaining.
remaining, remaining.
Remaining. Yeah, remaining.
Remaining, remaining.
Good. Nice. Remaining. Okay, and does anybody have any questions about this conclusion?
Yes, I have, teacher. Is it correct if I use we still have about 5 minutes?
Yep. Yeah, definitely. We have about 5 minutes, around 5 minutes. Yeah, either of them are perfect. Remember, we'd say, yes, I do have a question. Yes, I do. Instead of yes, I have. Yes, I do. Okay. Any other questions here? Okay. What was that? Sorry.
Yeah, Joshua, what is remaining?
Remaining. Okay. Can anybody explain what remaining means?
Or like a complaint? No, like complain out some.
Not quite. So, any remaining questions?
Remaining questions is substantive. Remaining questions.
It's like left. So if you don't have any remaining questions, if you don't have any questions left or still that you haven't asked, so something that remains is something that hasn't left. So something that remains is something that hasn't left or is still around. So we talk about like remains, like fossils are dinosaur remains. Dinosaur remains.
Still to ask. No. Okay.
Yeah, that you still have to ask if you don't have any questions that you
still ask. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, or if you don't have any questions that you haven't asked.
Something to ask.
Yeah, exactly. So remaining is just something that still is there. But good, really great question. Any other questions here? Any other questions on this page? I didn't quite hear that. Sum, was that you?
No.
Oh, okay. Good. Let's try this one. And so these are kind of suggestions. Dennis, can you try to make a conclusion? And maybe if you want, you can use any of these suggestions.
I will try. Sorry, I can't.
Okay, that's fine. Who hasn't? Sergey, can you try?
Yeah, yes, I can, teacher.
Excuse me, teacher. Do you have a link for this?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Link.
put it in Google Drive.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, and yeah, go ahead, Sergey.
Presentations, conclusions. Read these hints, then try to create your own. Summing up. To conclude, in conclusion, Now to sum up. So let me summarize, recap what I've said. Given recommendations, in conclusion, my recommendations are: I therefore suggest, propose, recommend the following strategy. Thanking your audience. Many thanks for your attention. May I thank you all for being such an attentive audience.
Okay, good. That was good. So, unfortunately, we're just about out of time. I have another class right after this, so if you guys are interested, feel free to join that class as well. But again, really good job. It was nice having you on class, and have a really great day.
Thank you. The same to
Thank
you,
you.
teacher. Bye,
you.
teacher. See you next time. Bye.
Okay, bye, guys.